Another tool that I love to share is this tool of selfless service and finding a place to do more than your job requires. Anybody can do their job. That's called a replaceable person. Uh, just because I have a job and a job title doesn't mean that I'm great at it. Doing more than your job, you'll appreciate this, right? You'll appreciate this. I went to Cincinnati and I got there late, smaller airport in Cincinnati,
Yeah.
and got there late. And people are trained. Every airport in the world has people that are trained to help me get off the plane. I don't necessarily like that, but if I want to fly, I accept it and I'm grateful for it. But when you arrive at 1 o'clock in the morning, those people aren't there. So they wanted, and keep in mind, the captain can't help me get off the plane because it's against their union contract. So pilots cannot help. So for liability, I don't like it, John, but I understand it.
Okay.
I get it. So pilots cannot help me due to union contract. So we're there. It's 1 in the morning. Everybody's off the plane, and we're just sitting there, and nobody knows what. So somebody comes up with an idea from the airport, not the plane crew. They all have to stay there until I get off, though. No one can leave that plane. The crew has to stay there. And so they're wondering what to do with this guy that's paralyzed because no one's quote unquote trained. And I said, we don't need training. This is easy. And they want to call the fire department to come help me get off the plane.
No.
Whereupon the captain says this. Here's the captain says this. Hey, buddy, tell me what you need. I got you covered. That guy picked me up. Within a minute less, we were done. Had me in my wheelchair, and I was on my way. And when I departed him, all I said was this. I'd like to have your name, and I want to thank you for representing what the 4 stripes on your shoulder actually means.
Wow.
Do more than your job. So I sent his name to Ed Bastian, who's the CEO of Delta Airlines, letting him know that wherever that guy flies is where I'm going. That guy should be irreplaceable. Do more than your job requires. So that's another tool that I'm really trying to, do more than a father requires. Be engaged, be involved with your kid's life. Do more than a husband requires, or a spouse, or a partner. Do more. That makes you indispensable in a very disposable world. It's a tool that my dad was teaching me when I got hurt to make myself irreplaceable.